Hey, Speaking Right family. Hi, guys. Hi. Good evening to many of you. I know you are joining me from different parts of the world. I just wanted to stop by just to check in with you, as my good friend always used to say, just giving you a check up from the neck up, making sure that you are still in motion, keeping that momentum going. I spoke with some of you today. Some of you have just landed. Some of you are in another conference. Some of you are back on the grind. And one of the key things that we are so grateful for, and I'm sure many of you have said it before, that Speak and Write is a community that is unique and it's like no other, where not only have we learned the technique of snapping, which is speaking directly to the problem you solve, the desire that you create. Hey, Liz. Hey, welcome, Liz. But more importantly, it's a space designed to jumpstart your dream. Hear what I said? I didn't say jumpstart your business, but to jumpstart your dream. Because your true dream is to bring value to the marketplace, wherever you are. If you're a fitness instructor, if you are a consultant, leadership consultant, if you are whatever your passion, your call to this world, a coach, a speaker, you know that you've been called to bring value to the marketplace. And Speak and Write to Make Millions is that space that really jump starts your dream. Lisa talks about, being in a space of networking, was able to generate the type of capital that she needed to fund her dream. So many of you have come to Speak and Write, and I want you to look beyond all of the excitement, and more importantly, be able to see that it is an opportunity to jumpstart your dreams. All right. So how do you? Oh boy, Liz, you're just so amazing. Hey Moshe, welcome. So in order to jumpstart your dream, one of the key things that Speak and Write intentionally created was an atmosphere of breakthrough. Now that breakthrough not only happened from the stage, but it also happened within the audience. I'll say that again. It not only happened from the stage, but within the audience. One of the key things that I had the honor to do, a small role just to create that space of creativity and breakthrough and transfer that power from the stage to the audience, where you are not only seeing Lisa, but you're also seeing yourself and you're seeing each other. So in our last live stream, we talked about your breakthrough, your next business partner, your next coach, your next prayer warrior, your next client was in that room. And how do you ensure that that connection happens? How do you ensure that that connection is cemented? And that's in the follow-up. We remember the exercise where we all shared our snap cards, and we got so many contacts from people from all over the world, and we were so excited to get these contacts. But I know right now many of us, we're probably tired. We're probably getting into the mundane exercise of seeing about children and getting stuff done. But I want to just leave with you a couple tips to help you in following up. You see, the fortune is in the follow-up. There is a specific way and strategy that can guarantee not just conversion, but to ensure genuine discovery, to ensure a connection of meaningful long-term relationships. So I want to find out from you. Hey Amelia, I want to find out from you, have you begun your follow-up? Have you begun following up with your cards? Have you begun looking, because it's called connection card. Now this is intentional. It's called connection cards. It's not called business cards. It's called connection cards. Because in this discovery here, you're going to find out who's that person that is for you, who's that person that is going to help you, or more importantly, the individual who is willing to seek that person, willing to help you find that person. So this is about creating genuine connection. So how do we ensure that this journey of having your connection card actually happens? Number one, lead with value. All right. It's not just about trying to sell someone. It's not just about letting them know what is your product or service, but lead with value. And I'll tell you why it's important. Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome. Hey, and we look forward to having you come to Trinidad to do that photo shoot for our family. So, hey, please get in touch with us. Now, it's very important to lead with value because you will know. Listen to this carefully. You will know if you have not, if you did not lead with value when people's main concern is price. I'll say that one more time. If you did not lead with value, one of the key indicators that you did not lead with value is that people are concerned with your price. Because if you lead with value, if you take them through that journey of identifying the problem that you solve and the desire that you create, you really cannot put a price tag to that. When people are able to discover what pain you are bringing ease to, what problem you are solving, and what desire you are creating, people will realize you really can't put a price tag to that. So when you lead with value, whatever your value is, okay, we have Brenda here. Brenda is in the health and wellness industry, and she knows that if people understand the importance of dealing with their health and whatever disease, people will pay thousands and thousands of dollars just to bring ease and comfort to their lives. So I always want you to understand that money is just a value exchange. And as Lisa always says, money is a dignified conversation. So lead with value. When you're following up on your connection cards, don't say, I have this product, this is the cost. What is going to happen? People will say, I don't have money, it's not the right time, I just made an investment in a product, I'm not sure, I'm not certain, I don't think I have the budget. From the time you are getting that type of feedback because you did not lead with value. But if someone is able to discover something that brings them relief, gives them clarity, okay, I am a publisher, I help people get clarity, rescue them from the confusion in their head to a place of clarity and an abundant legacy. How do we do that? We take them through a process of writing their best-selling book. We do all of the writing for them. So someone who has this discomfort of being pregnant with a story for 5, 10, 15 years, and they discover, hey, you guys can help me just take all this confusion in my head and bring it out to a complete finished product. I need you. I need your help. All right? If you have a discussion with Brenda or with Anne or who else is here? Yes, Liz. Wherever, whatever space, whatever area that you serve in, be it photography, creativity, health and wellness, coaching, wherever you are, whatever problem you solve is going to bring that type of need and commitment. And the price is irrelevant because money is simply a value exchange. I want to say this again. Money flows. We always say money flows where energy goes. But I want to say to you, money flows where value flows. Wherever there is value, people will pay for it. Once you are bringing value to the marketplace, people will pay for it. All right, so it's a very dignified conversation. Secondly, be consistent. Now, we know that with the age of social media, the rise of video content, YouTube, over 1 billion views, a day within their content platform, billions of people are consuming media, people are busy, etc., etc. If you are going to follow up with persons, you have to be consistent. And do not see their lack of response as an indication that they are no longer interested. All right, so be consistent. I'll give you one quick example. I remember I did a conference, I believe it was in Atlanta, and persons indicated their interest, and I reached out to them, and I remember talking with my service team, and we were discussing, the importance of follow-up. And one of the team members said, I've been reaching out to this person, and they're not returning my calls. I left them a voice message, they're not returning my calls, and I don't think they're interested. And I said to them this very, very clearly. I say, unless a client responds and says to you, I am no longer interested, either please do not call me, or there's no need to send emails, or thank you so much for reaching out to me. Until you get that response, continue following up. And how do you follow up? Which leads me into the other point. Follow up with sharing not just value, but multiple touches. Now, sometimes we aren't aware the preference. Listen to this carefully. The preference that our potential clients, business partners, JV partners, prayer warriors, friends would prefer. Some people prefer phone calls. Some people prefer text. Some people prefer emails. All right, some people prefer that you reach out to them on Facebook. I remember going through my connection cards, I would see people say text only. Honor that. There's a reason for that. I don't say, well, I'm going to call them. All right, honor the preferred method someone would desire to be reached out to. And then secondly, more importantly, with those multiple touches, always remember that it takes over 10 times for someone to make a decision to work with you. So when you are sharing value, so hear this tip before I close. When you are sharing value with persons, make sure that the emails that you are sending out is simply giving value. So Monday, you're sharing value. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. At least 5 times sharing value before you execute or extend an offer. And when you've extended an offer, continue to share value. And when you're sharing value, here are the 2 things you do. Listen to this carefully. You're sharing value, which would be, this is my offer. After I've done a series, value, 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 offer. When you share the offer, at the end of your email, still point back to the value. Hey, did you see my 5-step journey? Please click here to get the value. So it's a value-based, integrous exchange that is taking place. And then when you're sharing value moving forward, you're sharing value, and then you're still giving a CTA saying, hey, have you been able to take advantage of my offer? If this is going to be suitable for you, hey, take advantage. Check it out. See what it looks like. All right. Continue with that value. Now, many of us who've been in business for some time, you realize when you leave with value, persons who have probably seen your product 365 days ago, 1 year, they're going to come back and say, man, you've been consistent. I've been taking some of your free tools, some of your ideas, and I've been really applying it in some of the areas that I've been experiencing dis-ease, and now I'm ready to play full out on your campus. So I want to leave that with you. I've also leave some links here where some great resources that would give you some insight of how you do follow-up. All right, some key insight. Both articles, they are just really, really good. It talks about some of the rules in the digital age for social media, what type of formats you can use in sharing value, videos, how do you position those videos, and it just goes on to some of the rules in sharing content. Because if you, and here one of the key things, I think it's in the second article that I posted, if you've only followed up with someone 7 times, the experts are saying it is insufficient. Yes, folks, yes. Whoever you're following up with, 2 phone calls is not enough. Some of you have downplayed the use of text. It helps a lot, all right? For many of you who probably would have shared your contact with me, you would have received a text message from me, all right? Just a personal touch. And in sending that text message, when people reply, when you've had conversations with persons, I'll close on this last point. Personalize that conversation. All right, people, individuals want to feel that, hey, you see me, you hear me, you appreciate me, and you see me for me, all right, not just what you can buy. So really appreciate and honor the conversations you've had with persons. Record those conversations, have an efficient CRM that you can truly take the type of notes that you need, and tailor your service so that you can have a deep-seated, relation-led, value-based conversation with your potential clients, partners, JV partners, prayer warriors, investors, whoever they are. So my name is Coach Mwale. I am your midwife, helping you birth your book into an international bestseller between 30 to 90 days. And I'm so happy that I've had the opportunity to support you, to remind you, to encourage you, because guys, the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow. I want you to write that in the comments right now. Fortune is in the follow. It's in the follow. Listen. This is the real money maker here. This is where you discover, am I truly in business just to get, or am I in business to solve problems? Am I in this space simply to receive, or am I in this space to truly transfer value? Think about it. Because if you're in the space to transfer value, you're going to see it as a necessity. You're going to see it as essential. And I will say this to you. There is such an energy flow that takes place when you have given so much value. It becomes easy to have that dignified conversation about money. The reason why you feel uncomfortable, sometimes the reason why you feel a sense of low self-esteem or discomfort when it comes to talking about price and talking about costs and payment plans, because that gap, you haven't satisfied the value gap. Once you satisfy that value gap, you feel that ease, you feel that that assurance and confidence to say, hey, what I'm bringing to the table will solve your problem. So, my son here, I remember as I was speaking, right, he saw me on the phone, and while we were walking in the lobby, he saw a phone, he picked it up, and he started making his follow-up calls. So today my question to you, are you following up? Are you making those follow-up calls? Because the fortune is in the follow-up. I encourage you today, whenever you feel discouraged, know the importance of making that value exchange. So as I go, I want to encourage you today to go forward. Be encouraged. Make those calls. Send out those emails. Send that text. Reach out to your friends. Understand why you're doing it. Understand your coach is behind you, cheering you on. Understanding that your family depends on it. Understand that you can't wait, to do it when it's comfortable. These are my whys. These are my mentors. This is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Remember that your family is depending on it. Remember that the future depends on your action and your activities today. When I think about making those calls, I remember my family. I remember my coach. I remember my wife. I remember why I've been called to this space to create the type of legacy that I would like to not just leave, but also to live. So guys, with that being said, I hope you've made the commitment. Yes, Amelia, the fortune is in the follow-up. Katrina, thank you so much for joining us. Kiss all those babies. Dr. Shalina, oh, hats off to you. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to speak with you, to hear what you're doing in the space. Guys, if you want to have that conversation about male health and relationships, having that type of intimacy, Dr. Shalina is that person for you. Okay, guys, have a great night, and I look forward to supporting you in this journey. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. Take care, guys.